thing about reselling on eBay is you can't do it unless you're going to ship the item. And when you're new to reselling, you probably don't have very much experience with shipping, and it can be a little daunting. There are so many different services, and each of them have their own requirements. So when you're brand new to it, it can be very overwhelming. But fret not, my guy or gal, because we are going to give you all the information that we have about the services we use. Starting with the cheapest one available, which is USPS Media Mail. Now, you might think that this is a service for all media, and we wish it was, but it is not. This is for media that has no advertisements and is considered informational or educational. It includes things like books, textbooks, CDs, DVDs, and VHSs. Unfortunately, it does not include magazines, comic books, or video games. Magazines and comic books both have advertisements with them, and video games, based off of USPS definition, is classified as entertainment. Now, we know people will say that they have shipped their games through Media Mail all of the time, and we believe them because people do that, but it's not allowed. You're not supposed to. You're breaking the rules. Speaking of rules, Media Mail allows you to ship up to 70 pounds and up to 108 inches in combined length and girth. It takes about 2 to 8 business days for delivery, and you have to use your own packaging material. There are no free boxes for this service. The next shipping option we're going to talk about is Priority Mail Flat Rate. With this service, you must use the USPS free boxes they provide. The box has to have the words flat rate on them. They look very similar to another service, which is just Priority Mail, but you know you're using the right one if it says flat rate. Now, you are not allowed to alter the box. You cannot combine them. You cannot shorten them. No Frankenbox allowed. It's basically, if it fits, it will ship. It does not matter about the weight, does not matter about the distance. You are going to pay a flat fee as long as it fits within that box. Now, the problem is the boxes are very small, so you're not really able to ship anything big with this service, but you are able to ship up to 70 pounds. So if you have an item that is small but very heavy, this service might be the way to go. Since this is Priority Mail Flat Rate, the delivery time is 1 to 3 business days, so it's a very quick option. The next shipping option is Priority Mail. This one also has a delivery window of 1 to 3 business days, so again, a very quick service. You're able to ship up to 70 pounds and 108 inches in combined length and girth. With Priority Mail, you are entitled to free boxes with USPS that you are allowed to Frankenbox. You can combine them, you can cut them down, do whatever you need to do to get the item to fit. You also have the option of using your own boxes or packing material, but this is an expensive service, at least compared to other ones. So the free boxes kind of make up for some of that expense. And if you're going to pack it using your own boxes, you are better off going another service. The next shipping service is USPS Ground Advantage. This is one of the main services we use. It consistently is on the cheaper end. It still has an awesome delivery time of 2 to 5 business days, so it's a quick delivery. You can ship up to 70 pounds, and you can go a little bigger on the boxes at 130 inches in combined length and girth. It does not come with any free boxes, unfortunately, so you do have to use your own packaging. But even with that extra cost, it's still going to be cheaper than the priority option. Now, this service and UPS Ground are the two services we use the most. Based off of where we live, it seems to be if the item is under 2 pounds, USPS Ground Advantage is going to be the cheaper option. But once it goes above that 2-pound mark, it seems like UPS becomes the cheaper one. Now, there are some differences between the two. With UPS, you actually get the best delivery option. It's 1 to 5 business days. The weight and size limits to the box is also much larger. You can go up to 150 pounds with this service and 165 inches in combined length and girth, which is much higher than the other services. With UPS Ground, there are no free boxes. You can buy a UPS branded box if you want it, but they're probably way more expensive than they would be if you went and bought your own. So you do have to use your own packaging material for this, but this service is generally on the cheaper side and a pretty quick delivery time. Now, if you're still here and you found this video useful at all, please consider hitting that share button. That really helps us a lot. If you have any questions at all, please ask. We would be happy to help. And if you like videos like this and other reselling content, make sure you hit that follow button.